Grace took a scissors and cut off her twin sister's hair out of jealousy because her twin sister's hair is longer than hers. The day Ngozi gave birth to twins was the happiest day of her husband's life. Ngozi and David are high school lovers. They fell in love with each other during their high school days, and ever since then, they've been inseparable. They eventually got married. They love each other so much, and they never hid anything away from each other. After 2 years of being married, Ngozi's mother started asking the couple for a child. They tried everything, but Ngozi wasn't getting pregnant. Ngozi is spiritual. She prayed day and night, and she eventually got pregnant on the 5th year of her marriage to David. The couple were very happy, and David pampered Ngozi so much. Ngozi gave birth to twins, 2 girls, and they named them Grace and Faith. David has a well-paying job and is a doctor, so his family were comfortable, and he makes sure that they lack nothing. They gave Mara and Clara everything they needed and more. The twins are very beautiful, and they were well-mannered too. But the problem is that Grace gets a bit jealous at times, and she always wants to be the center of attention, always. Their parents didn't notice this behavior early, and when they did, it was a bit late, as Grace exhibits very, very bad behavior, and she doesn't like to be corrected. Anytime she's corrected, Grace will throw tantrums and ignore her parents for days. It even got to a stage where she started getting jealous of her twin sister, Faith. Faith and Grace are both pretty girls with extremely long and beautiful hair. But one day, Grace suddenly started crying after they got back from school, screaming at her mother. Her mother was confused, and then she asked her what the issue is. Grace then told her mom that Faith's hair is longer than her hair, and she wants Faith to cut her hair so she can have a longer hair than Faith. Jessica was shocked by this behavior. She was so annoyed, and she questioned her parenting skills. How can a 7-year-old have this kind of thought? She said to herself. Have I failed as a parent? But then she kept her thoughts aside and tried explaining things to Grace, telling her that she shouldn't think like that, as their hair is of the same length. But Grace didn't listen. She was so jealous of her sister, and in the middle of the night, she took a scissors and cut off her twin sister's hair, shocking the entire family. Faith cried so much when she saw how bad her hair looks after her twin sister cut her hair with a scissors. Ngozi had no other option than to punish Grace for the first time, and instead of learning a lesson, this only made Grace vengeful. She blamed Faith for making her mother punish her for the first time. As the children grew older, they grew distant from each other. Faith tried to do everything to get close to her sister, just like before. But instead, Grace found fault in everything she does and sees her as a competition. Faith got tired of this behavior, and she distanced herself from Grace too. Even in school, the students knew that the sisters were enemies. They even have different group of friends. All of their parents' effort to make Grace love her sister was all to no avail. Michael is the most handsome boy in the school they attend. Grace and Faith also have their eyes on him, just like every other girl in that school. But Michael only has his eyes on one girl, and that's his Faith. And so he decided to ask her out, as they are of the same age. He planned a surprise for her in the school cafeteria and asked Faith to be his girlfriend. Faith was extremely shy and she decided to be his girlfriend because she also likes him. But this didn't sit well with Grace. She was so jealous and angry that her twin sister Faith got a boyfriend before her, leaving her in a single era. Grace became so pained and jealous and angry, and she decided to plot something bad against her sister. She concluded that she will report Faith to their father, who might not be in support of them dating. And then Grace told their father one evening, but she didn't expect their father to react the way he did. He was so happy that Faith found love in high school, and he told the girls that his love story with their mother started when they were in high school. Their father, David, told the girls that he's rooting for Michael and Faith, and Grace became so pained, and she decided to break off their relationship. She cried herself to sleep that day. She vowed to take Michael away from Clara, not because she likes him, but because she doesn't want her twin sister to be in a relationship while she's not. Grace was so pained as Michael and Faith became the couple of the school. The students love them so much, and every time they see them, they will start shouting, "God, when? God, when?" And this annoyed Grace so much. It made her hate her twin sister more. The hatred grew bigger and bigger. So she decided to teach Michael and Faith a very big lesson. She started thinking and planning on what to do to split the couple. And she got an idea. Their birthday is on the 3rd of July. They will be celebrating their 18th birthday, and of course, they will be hosting a very big party in their house with all of their friends in attendance. Grace made a plan with her friend to set Michael and Faith up in a room, to get them drunk, and to make it look like as if they were doing what they are not supposed to do. She planned on recording this moment between the couple and showing it to their parents, who will in turn be so disappointed in Faith and will end a relationship with Michael immediately. That was her plan. Faith was so excited because of this plan of hers. She was so happy that it will make their father disappointed in Faith, and she will be the good child in the eyes of her parents. Their birthday came, and the party preparations started. Their house was well decorated, so beautifully. The twins were supposed to wear the same clothes, but Grace turned the idea down. She didn't want to be seen on the same dress with Faith, according to her. So she told their designer to make different design for her. But still, Grace was so jealous of Faith's dress. She prefers Faith's design and envied her dress. The party started, and their house was filled with so many guests. They were all enjoying the party, eating, dancing, and gisting. Michael and Faith were in a corner discussing. They were all loved up when Grace walked up to them and offered them a juice that has been laced with alcohol. Faith was surprised by Grace's kindness towards her that day. It was kind of suspicious, as Grace would normally not do something like that. She obviously ate her, so offering her juice was suspicious. But then Faith collected the juice from her sister and thanked her. She had a second thought that it might be because it is their birthday and that is why she's being all nice to her. But then she didn't drink the juice. She left it and forgot about it. And so she and Michael went to their room because it was crowded in their living room. And by the time Grace came back to check on them, the cup was empty and she was happy, thinking her plan has worked. But in real sense, they didn't drink the juice. She started looking for Michael and Faith everywhere, but then she couldn't find them. While looking for them, she saw them in Faith's room and she immediately locked them in there, thinking they are drunk and that her plan has worked. She immediately went to call her parents and the entire guests at the party to come and see the type of person Mara is. Her parents were so anxious, scared that Grace will embarrass herself and ruin the party because of her jealousy. They tried stopping her, but she didn't listen to her parents. Her mother stopped her and asked her what the issue is. Grace then said that Faith is drunk and that she is in her room with her boyfriend Michael and they are doing inappropriate things. Their father was shocked to hear this and he rushed to their room immediately, only to find Faith and Michael screaming for somebody to open the door for them as the door was locked. The door was opened and behold, Faith and Michael weren't drunk. They revealed that someone locked them up in the room and ran away. It all made sense to everyone that Grace was behind it all. She planned to make her sister look like the bad one. Faith knew her sister was up to something when she gave them the juice mixed with alcohol. She told their parents and everyone present there everything that Grace did, and Grace was slapped in front of the entire people present at their party for conspiring against her own sister. Their parents were really angry at her for setting her twin sister up. She was punished for what she did, and ever since then, Faith stayed away from Grace. Even people from their school distanced themselves from Grace because of what she did to her own twin sister. The unexplainable hatred Grace has towards her twin didn't end. It gave their parents sleepless nights. They even got a therapist for Grace, but she didn't stop being jealous of her own sister. The girls went to separate universities. Grace graduated with a third-class degree and Faith graduated with a first-class degree. And when they came back home after school, they still weren't cool with each other. At 23, Michael proposed to Faith, and the couple were really excited to start this life together. They started planning on their wedding, and Grace approached her sister. She apologized to her for everything she has done ever since they were little. And surprisingly, Faith forgave her. The girls reunited. They hugged each other and promised to forget about everything that has happened while they grew up. Their parents cried happily after the girls reunited. Faith accepted her twin. Grace took charge of the wedding planning. She chose the color of their clothes and made decisions for the wedding. The day came and Faith looked the most beautiful. But shockingly, Grace wore a wedding gown just like her sister. The wedding gown she wore was even more beautiful than that of Faith, who is the bride. The guests were shocked. Their parents were very angry and they told Grace to change her clothes immediately, but she refused, saying it is her own twin sister's wedding, and so it doesn't matter. Faith didn't have a problem with it, so the matter ended. After the wedding, Michael and Faith moved to Michael's house and they started living as a couple. Grace was still so pained and jealous that her sister is living the perfect life. She couldn't digest the fact that she was living happily, whereas she was still in their parents' house. And then she went to Faith's house one day with an evil intention of snatching Michael away from her. Michael and Faith were very surprised to see Grace in their house. They asked her why she came unnoticed, and they were even more surprised when they found out that Grace wants to start living with them. She gave the excuse that she doesn't want to spend any time away from her twin sister now that they've reconciled, because as they grew, they didn't get to spend time with each other as they fought every time. And Faith was glad. She was naive and she didn't know of Grace's plan. After Grace started living with the couple, she started wearing skimpy dresses around the house. She has her eyes on Michael, but Michael only has his eyes on his wife. She started doing the cooking in the house. She started telling Faith not to stress herself. She was behaving like the wife to Michael. She would make him tea when he's going to work, knot his tie for him while staying too close to him, making him uncomfortable. But she didn't care. She just wanted him badly all to herself, so she can send Faith out of the house. Michael complained to Faith about Grace's behavior, but Faith told him to calm down. She begged him to give Grace a chance as she has changed and she's now a good person. But Michael saw beyond that. He saw her true intention. He didn't tell her to marry her as he doesn't want to ruin their relationship. But Grace went far one day. One day, Grace went into Michael's room saying that her sister has gone to the market. She wore extremely exposed clothes and Michael was so angry to see her. He told her to leave his room immediately, but she refused. She didn't want to go. She went closer to him and she started seducing him. But Michael toned her down and this made her so angry. She decided to take Faith out of the way since she's the only one stopping her from having Michael to herself, if that is the only way she can have him. Grace decided to poison Faith. She cooked as usual one day and she put poison inside the food. She served the food and gave the poisoned food to her sister Faith. And Faith ate this food not knowing that it has been poisoned by her sister Grace. Few minutes after she ate the food, she started bleeding. She started coughing out blood. And Michael was so scared. While Grace stood in a corner laughing, she was caught laughing by her sister Faith, and that was when Faith realized that it has always been a plan to do this. She was rushed to the hospital and the doctor revealed that she was pregnant, but she lost a child because of the poison. Her parents came and were shocked to hear of what Grace did. She was pretending to love her twin all along. Grace was arrested and she revealed that Faith stole Michael away from her. Michael is her first love and she was taken away from her. Faith was shocked as Grace never told her that she has always been in love with Michael. Grace was jailed and the entire family severed ties with her forever. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please do not forget to like this video. Tell me what you feel about this video in the comment section. I'll make sure to reply you all. Please do not forget to tell me the lessons learned. Please subscribe to this channel and tap on the notification bell so every time I post a new video, you know. Thank you and bye.